Alright, even though this Canon seems to do a much better job on this end anyway, this screen doesn't really jump or anything. And it's just as easy to use in a way, but it's not quite as nimble. You know, the little camcorder there, which you see if it's in your hand and you just turn it on, turn it off whenever you want, or in your pocket. This thing here, not such. This would be more for tripod work, stationary inside or even stationary outside, or if you're just going out and taking pictures and videos. But for this YouTube stuff, for quick little shots like this, the JVC I think is going to be the better of the two, even though it may not be the better for picture quality or audio. I don't know how the audio is going to be on this yet. I haven't tested it. So, but that's done. She is in place. Pull the pin and it can hang, so I don't have to worry about it. Or I can just stick it back in the hole and that's it. If I wanted to drop a pipe into here for some reason, you know, for height, set screw on a knob, which I have, so I can just tighten up whatever I need there, as well as this one. If I wanted to tighten that up any further, that'll lock this in, but I want everything so I can just pull it out without carrying tools. However, I am thinking of tack welding a small toolbox on this thing someplace. I just don't know where. And I'm talking small. I'm not talking big. I'm talking small. When I say small, I mean small. You know, maybe even something right here, because again, it's not going to be all that big, and that won't be in my way if I got the seat swung around. So if I made it 12 inches wide by maybe 3 inches wide and maybe 8 inches deep or so, just to hold a few tools, that'll be fine. So either that or just find a small battery box and just strap it, because I can always take it on and off. That might be the better way. So, alright guys, I gotta put a new seat on this now too. Winter's over. The seat was definitely in need of repair, so I just stuck that on there for now. I'm gonna order a new seat and just put it on there. And I got wheel weights, not wheel weights, but spacers coming in, so I can use the change next year. And even here, if I need them to get in and out of the hole, but more for next year. And I got a weight box that goes on the back, so I don't have to really worry about that too much. And these wheels are loaded up with citrus, so there's a lot of weight in each one of those. I gotta venture to say 125 pounds of tire, maybe more. And I even have some in the front, so it is all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. So now what I'm gonna do is, when I'm done with that, I still have some projects I gotta do out yonder, but I'm thinking about, while I'm here and this is here, to use the bucket and the backhoe, lift it off the ground so I can put some brick under it or block under it, and get up there and change the oil, change the fluids, and grease the shit out of it, and fix those front end grease fittings I was talking about. I don't know if you can see them or not, but oh yeah, maybe you can. If I can get this out of the way. I don't know if you can see it or not, but right, if you follow my finger down, you'll see a nut with a lock washer, with a lock pin through it. That, as a rule, has a grease fitting, which it does underneath, and that holds the grease up top in a cup. Well, those grease cups keep busting up on these things, and they want a lot of money because they want to say the whole rod, which is crazy. So what I normally do is I take, and I think I showed you guys before, I gotta move that pile of lumber too today. Oh God, the more I look around. Gosh. What a mess. Oh, welcome to my dungeon. What's his name? If he was ever in this place, he would have a nervous breakdown. But anyway, what I use for those grease cups and fittings are these things. These are dog toys, cat toys. There's usually a rope through this, and they tie it on both ends. Well, I take it and I'll cut it off right about there, and bolt through it. And when I fill it up, it fills up with grease, and I'm all set. And the same with the rubber ones, the same thing. I'll cut that off a little towards the bottom, and take off maybe a quarter of an inch or so. Take the bolt out, stick it down through, and it fills up. So those things cost me what? 3 for $2 or 5 for $2. They're cheap. I cut them in half and I'm all set. So anyway, you know what? Before I even tackle anything outside and start another project, I think I'm going to clean up this garage. Yeah, and I think I'm going to wait because I'll plant those bushes. There's some strawberry bushes in there that the wife brought home. And I'll work on the garden a little bit, do some easy stuff. And then after dinner, I'll tell the wife that I was all day busy working on her stuff, or busy all day working on her stuff. And now she can come in here and help me clean up my stuff. All right, guys, catch you later. Maybe now I'm recording. I see the red dot. Again, I gotta learn how to use this damn camera.